YouTube link. I'll post it out now, and it's live. So carry on.
Are we live now?
Yep.
It still says off air.
There's usually a few seconds delay.
Welcome back to the 13th edition.
Motherfuckers! I don't know what that was. I think that was just like the MGM Marbella gym hate, and they just kind of fucking crashed this thing.
I've got
the 13th edition of the Nut House
I've got
podcast.
the door now, ready to come and kill me.
Tonight, we've got Hater Dave for AIDS-ridden Clora. Right, we were just kind of fucking...
Tonight I've got with me Kurt Ward. Sorry.
I was just basically fucking... I'm upside down here. I was just basically hating on, like, Eddie Chambers. Like, he was the only person that I can the first person that popped into my heat that went back down in weight and was shit. But
Roy Jones was shit when he came back down as well.
aye, fucking big steroid boy Tarver took his soul. But he was full of steroids and all, so they cannot just fucking kill each other for all I care. Right, fuck that Birmingham card. I didn't watch it. Why am I didn't watch it, so I've got no opinion other than it's another fucking bum fight night for that Eddie Hearn, who, let's be honest here, we all know what he is, don't we?
I can't.
Exactly. Right, we're going to go into the fucking big one. The weekend where, for some reason, the racist asylum felt the need to fucking just totally trash on it. Right? We'll speak about fucking chocolate tits first. Chocolate tits and Valoria. I honestly don't know how this fight can escape any criticism if you're like criticising like GGG, because it was competitive for what? 3 rounds maybe.
2.
I gave Valoria the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I enjoyed it. I actually fucking did enjoy it. At no point did I actually think that Roman Gonzalez was hurt or in trouble. I know people say that he was hurt and he was asked in an interview with Max Kellerman. He was hurt. I can't even remember seeing that. But like I said yesterday morning, Gonzalez, his punches were that short and quick. I was missing loads of the fucking things that he was doing, and I was having to kind of watch it in slow-mo to see what he was doing, because I was honestly missing everything. But this wee cunt's a frightened wee bastard to fight, and I came late to the party. I'm not going to be one of the hipsters that tries to make out that I've known him for years, hadn't I? I only kind of maybe finally get forced to start watching these guys this year, so I'm not going to try and make out as if I'm like fucking Alex and that, and I've watched all these mad fights for years. But the first fight that I got told to watch was Alex. It was him against some Japanese boy.
Higashi. That was when he won the lineal belt at flyweight. And
basically, the first thing I say to you is like the similarities with GGG are unreal. He's like the way he cuts the ring off, the way he swings a punch and stuff. But I know for a fact every one of you have watched this card.
Yeah, we all have.
So what did you think, Sam?
He's impressive. His footwork is incredible. He's ridiculous. The amount of shots he throws, like from the inside, from the outside, I don't see what you can do to beat him.
It's not just the type of punches he throws; it's the amount that he puts.
Yeah, they're all hard shots as well.
It's a 12-13 punch combination, and most of them are connecting. Like normally, when people throw flurries like that, a lot of them are missing, but it's just like activity. They're making sure the guy can't swing nothing back. He's connecting with fucking every man. He's so active. It's great. I love it.
He threw like 4 uppercuts, one after the other. They all banged Valoria's head back. 1, 2, 3, 4, all done him. I don't know what you can do to try and combat that other than be Renda wrong and just be a dirty, horrible bastard. That's the only person I can see trying to give him like a run for his money, and that's because Renda wrong's a cunt.
Right, Alex. With regards to like Gonzalez, there isn't really many fighters that does this for me because I'm a miserable crabbit bastard. But see when there is like that certain sort of fighter that you kind of watch and you've always just got a smile on your face, like kind of sitting there watching him. That's him. That's just basically him.
Yeah, I mean that's why I just absolutely fell in love with him. You watch him, and you watch all of his fights. It's a very similar sort of style that he always brings, and it's just absolutely relentless. And it's not just brawling. It's not head first charging. It's really methodical pressure fighting, real methodical aggression. The first 2 rounds against Valoria. Valoria won those purely because he was the one doing the punching. He was the one having the work rate, and you could tell even then Gonzalez was just figuring him out. He was, working out the punch rhythm, the punch routine of what Valoria was doing, and he was figuring out how to, apply pressure to him appropriately, and he was doing that oftentimes without even throwing a punch. The way he would, maneuver him around the ring with just neat footwork, closing him off, and the threat of throwing punches, it was enough to really just start worrying Valoria and really almost drastically lower his own output. And you could see that as soon as Gonzalez started throwing, the combos and left hooks to the body and just constant, the combos. I've noted it before. Lampley with his stupid fucking combo count, like it's Street Fighter or something. It was a bit embarrassing, but it's still impressive what with the constant string of punches that he was throwing. It was like a Pacquiao almost. When he was in his prime, as it were, when he just kept throwing punches, punches and bunches, to use that cliche as well. But it wasn't just winging away. Every punch seemed to be well placed, effective, and it ended up smothering Valoria's work. I mean, he couldn't really do anything to combat it. You see that guy walking you down and he's throwing punches at you. What do? You can't walk backwards because this guy can punch on the move. He's still got this ridiculous ability to keep power and absolute balance while he's on the move and chasing you down. That's probably what really impressed me most about him, was the fact that he could keep you moving and keep punching your fucking head in at the same time. It was excellent. And Valoria just didn't know what to do, did he? And he got his head kicked in, and first time he was ever dropped. That should be enough to tell you how much power he's got, old Gonzalez. And you see the state of Valoria's head at the end of it. It just fucking warped. That seems to happen regularly to Gonzalez's opponents. I don't think he's much of a one-hitter quitter as some noted power punchers, but it's just that accumulation and thudding, concussive power that he's got that just ends his opponents and breaks them down, and until they just can't do anything anymore.
Andy, you there?
Aye, mate, I'm here.
Aye. See what I noticed, like Gonzalez. It's one of the first things that I noticed with Lomachenko. See the way he can kind of shift his weight to the side, so he can make an angle, so he can kind of go to the body. I'm right impressed with that. I kind of go back to Hatton. I don't think, as much as Hatton's a fan favourite and everybody loves him, I don't think his style kind of is appreciated enough. Seeing the way that he would also kind of shift from side to side to make room so he could go to the body and all that. That's the sort of thing that I see in Gonzalez, and I just fucking love it. I just like a boxer that kind of switches it up. He'll go to the head, he'll go to the body, he'll just move side to side to try to make as much space as possible, no smother his own work. That's what's good about him. Sees as much as he gets in close, he never ever smothers nothing.
I think it was Sam that says about the Triple G comparisons, and I can see that as well. It's because he gets his opponent basically wherever he wants him, just with his footwork. Do you know what I mean? He can control where he wants anybody at any time, and the sort of day with his footwork, it's extraordinary. Do you know what I mean? It's really, really, to sit and watch it, it's amazing. It really is. For me, I like that kind of stuff. I really, it's what kind of, it tickles my fancies, I say. Do you know what I mean? I appreciate that. And GGG is very, very, very good at it as well. And I can see the comparisons with Gonzalez and the way that he does throw quite weird angle punches, the same as Triple G as well. And he manages to generate this just awesome power for throwing for a weird angle that you would think, or he's off balance, or he's no standing right to get good power, but he does. It's fucking mental. It's really, really strange. He's a very, very, very good fighter.
See what you just said there. I tweeted that yesterday that with regards to Gonzalez. I've never ever seen a boxer that doesn't throw a punch but makes an opponent work so hard. Like honestly, Valoria was tired for not being punched, all because he was constantly moving, and because the way Gonzalez was cutting off the ring, he was constantly moving and moving. I was like, I've never seen MD make somebody tired as much. I know, like, people were mentioning it the other week, Chudinov and Buglioni, his footwork was perfect, and Buglioni was constantly having to work just to move out of the way of him, even though they wasn't throwing punches. Gonzalez is just at an absolute fucking totally different level.
I see what you're saying there. It's mental. See, when you pick up on it, I was like, I think it was the second round, and I realised I'm watching his feet, and you can see he's putting Valoria back, and he's putting him sideways, or with Gonzalez taking a forward step and a side step, and it's unbelievable to see. It's a real talent. He's very, very good at it.
Alex.
Yeah.
Somebody, I can't remember his name because we've cut off. He basically asked who's the opponent out there that's going to give him most problems. Who really is it? My personal opinion is I've not seen enough of Inoue to think that he is actually going to be like that. Me personally, I would like Rigo and him to come to some sort of agreement to meet somewhere for that fight, because I just think the two styles are perfect. Rigo's not big either. He can come down a division. I know there's a couple of divisions between them, but they can kind of meet somewhere. But Runrong, anytime I've seen him, he just gives me the balk. Don't even want to fucking watch him ever fight. But what's your opinion?
Yeah, I've not really considered the Rigondeaux angle before. I've always thought that by the time that Gonzalez moves up to bantamweight, and I do think he'll end up at bantamweight eventually, that Rigondeaux will just be too old, or he will have retired, or just been knocked out by someone because he just jumped up too high to chase a fight essentially. But that'd be an interesting fight, I suppose. I don't see it happening, but it'd be very, very interesting. Like you say, the clash of the styles there. Just to see if Gonzalez could apply that pressure to Rigondeaux, who obviously has got equally impressive, if not even more impressive, footwork than Gonzalez. Ruinwong, you mentioned him, and I do think he is probably the biggest challenge, just because he presents something that none of the other guys do at flyweight or super flyweight. No one else really there has that style of Ruinwong, and the difficulties that he presents and the dangers that he presents. I mean, we've only really ever seen him, not even at his top game, I don't think. I mean, against Ximing, he was fucking coasting that fight, and he was absolutely minging in that, and so lazy. And I can't remember the fellow he fought in Thailand again, where he just absolutely stank the place out, fouls galore and everything. But that is his style. That is his smothering, sort of fouling, aggressive way that he's got like that. And I think that it'd be interesting to see how Gonzalez deals with someone who spoils and smothers so much. I mean, Japanese fighter Kazuto Ioka was, a big talent moving up to when he moved up to flyweight. He was the next big thing, really. And he fought Ruinwong, and Ruinwong just shut him down, absolutely shut him down. And Ioka, he was an offensive talent. He was a very good guy, but as soon as Ruinwong shut him down, it raised a lot of questions about his ability, and maybe he was just a bit too one-dimensional. And I think Ruinwong will ask similar questions of Gonzalez. I think Inoue is a fight that would be more interesting, probably at a higher level. Inoue is, he's got a lot of fights lined up. He's got a lot of mandatories lined up. I think that he's a very aggressive, arguably even more powerful version than Gonzalez.
Alex, that would be an absolute fucking shootout. That would be a bomb fest there fight. Really like to see that.
Oh yeah.
Do you know think he's still he's a bit green? I know he looks a bit of a beast, but come on, fuck. Gonzalez has had 43, 44 fights now. He's knocked out fucking about 75, 80% of these guys. You know, hang that Inoue is still a wee bit fucking green to be stepping in the ring with him.
Yeah.
On you go on.
No, I was just gonna say, he's only had 7 fights, I think it's or 8. Like I said, he's still got a few more fights lined up between now and a potential meeting with Gonzalez. These Japanese fighters, they're ready. I'm not too sure on what the amateur experience and pedigree they have, but I assume it's very good. and they're all hyped and they all seem to be winning titles these days at very, very early stages. I forgot that Tanaka, I think his name is, recently won a title in his third fight or his fourth fight. It was ridiculous, and obviously anyway, again, I think in his fifth fight or his fourth fight, he won a world title. It's just insane how good these guys are from the start, and how quickly they push them. They don't need all this filler. I mean, that's the difference between a lot of South American fighters. They do have a lot of filler for their early fights, and a lot of shite, and a lot of just.
They don't put their fucking fighters on an 8-rounder in Leeds, that's for sure. They do it the fucking right way. It's right into the deep end. It's right, insane, Alex.
See if these Japanese fighters are so good, right? Why is none of them fucking in the super bantamweight division then with Scott Quigg? But why they always like they're always fucking they plateau at bantamweight and just they've not got the balls to go up there and fight the man.
Let's face it, who the fuck wants to go up and fight Quigg? Would you know duck him?
So, man, I couldn't even fucking understand a conversation with him, never mind fight him.
You want salt and vinegar on your chips?
You there, Sam?
Yeah, I'm there, mate.
The Estrada rematch, do you think it would just basically be the same outcome, or do you think Estrada...
I'm not going to pretend I don't know much about Estrada. The midgets don't really interest me.
That's a great input, thanks for that.
Well, I'm not going to lie about it. You don't like the fucking midgets either. You just bumming this Gonzalez now. You watched.
No, I've watched that. I do admit that I had to go back and watch some of the Estrada fights, and it just basically that was like kind of after the Gonzalez v that Japanese boy. I went and watched the Estrada fight. It's one of the best. It's actually one of the best fights I've ever watched. It's just basically it's the two of them meet head on, but it's that fucking technical a fight. You know what it is? I'll give you an analogy for you. You know how when you're at a nightclub and you're busting some moves, and then you turn around and some bitch makes eye contact to you, and she starts coming up and she starts grinding.
Yeah.
Alright, you wee slag, what's happening? Do you want to come back to my bit? And she's like, aye, I fucking do. What's that like, one? You get a taxi back, right? You get into your house, up the stairs, you're wee midden. Right, you get the clobber off, you pull the panties to the side, and see just when you put the tip in, you don't get too greedy, no any more greedy, you just put the tip in, see that feeling right there at that moment. That is what I got when I watched fucking Estrada versus Gonzalez. That's how good a fight that was.
Fuck's sake. Fuck, you'd have your fucking head, man.
Oh, just tell the truth, boys, just tell the truth. But I just... I would just really fucking love, I'm a massive Cotto fan, right? I just don't want to see him fight Golovkin. I think he'd die.
He won't. Canelo beats him.
I will. Golovkin, Canelo, right, and on undercard.
Quit before you fucking got too hurt. Just don't worry about it, mate.
Miguel Cotto.
Just have Estrada and Gonzalez on the undercard. I would rather have it in Vegas, but if it happens in Texas, I'd be able to get a ticket for it. So, that would be just fucking mint. I'd just be sitting next to all the mad, weirdo American troll cunts who are always fucking tweeting Steve Kim and with their sombreros and fucking gallon hats on, and I'd be just watching the Estrada fight and I'd be chugging the nuts right off myself just watching it. That's what I'm all about. Right, anyway, on to the big one. The man of the moment. The guy that follows me. You know, he fucking loves it. He loves the next big pod. Golovkin v Lemieux. I mean, if any cunt listened to last week's pod, I did turn around and say, I think this is going to be a bit like, what the fuck's happening there? Somebody's pair bombed his Taliban.
Yeah, Andy's.
Sorry about
that. What are you selling there, Andy?
Some couldn't try to rob me there.
Somebody ran him. 200 Mayfield, you fucking bam. Right, I said last week that the Golovkin Lemieux fight would maybe go the way like the Stevens fight is, where even they kind of go out all guns blazing because Lemieux has got a bit of power and he'd box him. And I know on some quarters, you fucking know who you are, you fucking bams. Golovkin's got some sort of fucking hate here, but like I say all the time, I love a boxer who works off a jab, and everyone comes for the jab, and absolutely every fucking punch that Golovkin threw came for his jab, and his jab, it was just sexual. His jab just basically means, I want to kiss you all over and over again. That's how good his jab was. Unbelievable. Sam, have you got any hating for the GGG?
I don't see how you can hate him. I listened to the Boxing Asylum yesterday, and I was on the verge of tears. Kurt and Andy, they're off fucking heads. How can you hate that man? How?
Callum, what are you fucking doing?
Everything he does it superb. For his opponent, for Lemieux, it must have felt like he was fighting him in a phone box, because you can't escape him. He moves you to the side, he moves you backwards, he moves you forward. You can't get away from him. He's fantastic. I'm in love with him.
I fell in love with a beautiful Golovkin. He came along. I know you were sticking up for him, Alex, last night in the tirade of hatred. But talk to me. How good was this man?
Oh shit, isn't he? He's ducking Ward for a start. He's ducking Peter Quillen. He's ducking Erislandy Lara. I think that his defense is incredibly leaky. He gets hit with every single punch that is thrown against him.
Jam down Asylum boy.
He's a stupid Russian who should go back to Russia and fight in Russia because he's garbage and he's not effective at all in the ring.
He's a bum. Good boy. I just think like Golovkin's everything that's good about boxing, but we can debate about his opposition.
See, like the guys on the Asylum last night, right? Obviously, apart from Alex, it was Andy and Kurt. I think they were just saying that they were kind of, they weren't like pure hating on him. You know what I mean? Because if I remember rightly, Andy's been fucking like champion Golovkin for before I can remember, sort of thing. But I think they were expecting a good fight. I'm sure Andy says last night that he was wanting the two of them to be knocked down in fucking like a blood and guts war, and then obviously Golovkin's went out and fucking boxed him and worked behind the jab, which I like. And I think it's just, I don't know, Alex, is that why they were obviously fucking, like, I wouldn't say shitting on him, because it wasn't that bad.
They weren't hating on him.
You know,
I think that it was just that they never rated Lemieux that much, and you expected, for Golovkin, for as good as he is, to really spark someone like Lemieux, sensationally spark him. I mean, I was impressed by the boxing because it allowed me and allowed other people to see as well that Golovkin is a lot more than just a banger. He is a sensational boxer as well, and I understood why he was cautious. I mean, Lemieux, his only chance of winning that fight was with a one-hitter quitter, and Golovkin just didn't allow him to have that one-hitter quitter. He just fucking took that jab in his face all night, and he made it, just made it easy work of it. And at times it did look a bit of a sparring session, and unfortunately, you don't want to see a sparring session. I mean, we've levelled that criticism at Floyd before, saying that it looks a bit like a sparring session. What he's doing with his opponent here, he could, if he tried a bit harder, he might be able to go for the knockout and things like that. And in Golovkin's case, it's a lot easier for him to go for the sensational knockout. And in the end, towards the end, he did do that, and. So I can see where they're coming from. I think hate is a strong word to levy what their criticism is, but it was still a good performance, a very good performance.
Well, see his last two fights. Obviously, you get Martin Murray and then Lemieux last night. He kind of. When did the Murray fight finish? It was a 9. Was it 10?
11th.
11. Well, there you go. So he kind of. I felt in that fight as well as if he could have ended that any time he would have wanted. For any point in that fight, he could have ended it. So, is there I don't know, is there a question that maybe he's letting fights go on a bit longer to show what he can do a bit more? Or, I don't know, what do you reckon?
Well, Murray just came to survive, didn't he? He didn't come to fight.
Well, the thing is with this is that Lemieux obviously got a mercy stoppage. Murray, similarly, could have been stopped a lot. a few rounds earlier, I remember distinctly saying on Twitter, social media, and even the podcast the day after, the fight should have been stopped earlier. His corner should have pulled him out. The doctor should have stepped in. The ref should have stepped in. Murray was getting a fucking shellacking against Golovkin. If it ended, a few rounds earlier, no one would have fucking batted an eyelid. Lemieux just simply got saved a lot quicker. To be honest, that fight could have gone on longer. Lemieux could have ended up with fucking brain damage. He was getting an absolute beating, regardless of how cautious and technical Golovkin was taking the approach.
I agree with that, Alex. I thought the referee was good as well. He stopped it at bang on the right time, and to be honest, his facial expressions and his mannerisms are fucking epic. He's just funny. he's mental, isn't he? He's just. What was the last fight he done? I remember I watched it. Was it a PBC? I remember another fight he done, and he done the exact same
Lee
thing.
Quillen. Andy
Lee Quillen, that's what it was, and Lee was landing fucking bombs on Quillen, and you could see him. He moves with every shot landed. You see him grimacing, and he moves with it.
Scary weak cunt there, isn't he? I mean, can you imagine that cunt being in your room and you wake up and he's there just fucking staring at you?
His eyeballs look like they're fucking popping out his head, don't they?
Yeah, fucking creepy cunt. Funny though.
See, I said all last week that Golovkin was in a no-win situation. If he blasted him out there early, the haters would have turned around and says Lemieux's a bum. If he went later, which we're getting right now, is Golovkin's not as good as we all thought he is. He should be getting these sort of people out there. I'm like, well, what do you want? I mean, I see people criticising, saying belts don't mean shit. Taylor held this belt. Right, fair enough, but at the same time, it's the best opposition that he could have fought. Why fucking go out there and blast for it? I mean, there is no scientific fact here to say that he could have got him out in 3 rounds. But it's a 12-round fight. Like, there's 12 rounds for a reason. You beat the guy up 12 rounds. If a stoppage comes before that, then it's fine. No every cunt. I personally don't think Lemieux is as much a bum as people try to make out here. But I said yesterday, he's never quit. His corner threw in the towel against Rubio, and last night he could have. There's plenty of times in that fight where he could have just see when he get put down with a body punch. He didn't need to get back up with that. He didn't need to. How many people have quit against Golovkin in the last couple of years? He didn't need it, and he kept going. And he gave the referee a bit of a look and all that, but at the same time, that referee was looking to fucking stop that fight in the past 2 rounds. I just think he was looking to see if he was jumping in at that point, not the fact that he was looking for the referee to stop the fight. But
I wouldn't call Lemieux a bum necessarily. I mean, the problem with the division, I mean, I've been arguing this most of the day, is that it's a weak division, and Lemieux managed to rise towards the top end of it purely because he's got a very strong offense. He hasn't got much anything else going for him there, has he? He hasn't got anything by way of defense.
People keep fucking shitting on him for one reason, the Rubio fight, and I was like, the guy was 23.
He's a better fighter since I'm not
he was smashing him in that fight. He was fucking doing him in that fight, and he just blew his load. He was inexperienced. He was like 23 with a load of fights, but he was an inexperienced 23-year-old.
Oh yeah, I'm not shitting on him for that. I mean, like you say, he was young and he fell in love with his own power, and he thought that he'd be able to bang Rubio out of there, and he just didn't. And he suffered the consequences. He learned, to adapt his stamina a little bit since then, but he's still very similar to. He's still, pretty much the same fighter. He's just got more stamina now. I don't think that he's got many more nuances to his game. He's still that big punching fucking hard bastard that he always was, and not much defense, and that's why I think that some people aren't that impressed with it.
Maybe the division isn't great, but I believe that Lemieux isn't only competitive against everybody else in that division.
But they all are.
Beats most of them.
But they're all competitive with each other. This is the problem with it. I mean, Quillen, Lee, Lemieux, Jacobs. Who else is in and around that sort of level?
Yeah, but are we guilty then to hold them all to Golovkin's standard?
No, this is the point. Just because there's one guy there that's so far better than everybody else, you can't shit on him. He's just that talented.
It's like he gets penalised for being so good, isn't it?
He's got the ward problem, isn't he?
That's unfortunately the way it is, though. You've got the only way you become great is to beat other great opponents, and unfortunately Golovkin can't do that. It's not his own fault. It's just the way it is.
You're right there, because in his era, there's no really how many other elite fucking middleweights are there? None.
Right,
Him,
but
Canelo,
It's
Cotto,
the same with
What?
Vlad. It's the same with Vlad. Vlad suffers. The only reason he's getting the plaudits now after fucking 11, 12 years at the top is because he's been so dominant for 11 or 12 years. Golovkin's only been around at the top of the division really for 2 years, 2.5 years. And if he's going to stick at this division while it stays shit or mediocre, then he's got to just stay dominant for that long. And that's just the way it is,
He's not
unfortunately.
going to. He's
See the thing,
33.
I can't see him stepping up to 168, and I don't really want him to, because he's not the fucking biggest. You know what I mean? What is he, 5'10", and he's no. I think he weighed in the ring on Saturday night. He weighed like 167, 168 pun. So I don't really want to see him step up. I know that's why if he goes to 168, there's going to be a lot more bigger fights and a lot more money fights. But I don't really. I feel shite for him, do you know what I mean? Because he's got to go and do that, because there's nobody else really running about his own way.
See the thing is, though, some people are just career middleweights, super middleweights. Like Cal Froch, man, he stayed at super middleweight all his days. There was fights up at light heavyweight that he could have took. No, I'm a super middleweight. But
Marvin Hagler as well. I mean,
why does Golovkin need to move up? They'll turn around and saying, he needs to go up there for the super fight with Ward. Ward's not even in fucking super middleweight.
Ward's a fucking light heavy. See anybody that says he needs to go and fight Ward, they're a fucking hater, and they just want to go and see him get fucking...
We've obviously got brother for on thinking every black fighter fucking fear to Timbuktu.
See him,
beats Golovkin.
He is a fucking fanny pad, and I don't know why any cunt takes his opinion serious, because he's a fucking numpty, the cunt. Fucking wanker. Train the man that lives in the phone box. Fuck off, knob.
Right, Alex, this is open to all you. See, this is the quick. This is. I was just trying to get my Frankie. She said something. The question is there a more sinister element to the hate that Golovkin gets? Because Hopkins basically waited until Felix Trinidad came up, right? Who was a welterweight, which is exactly what Golovkin's doing. Hopkins didn't get the sort of fucking hate that Golovkin's getting, and basically Marvin Hagler's more known for the big fights that he had with guys that came up for lightweight, welterweight. Right, these are the fights that, in Marvin Hagler is a fucking all-time great. We're not saying Golovkin has got the resume right now to Marvin Hagler, but these guys didn't get the same sort of shit he's getting, and Golovkin's not doing nothing wrong. He's filling out arenas. Is there fucking something more sinister, as in racial discrimination, because he's a white Eastern European?
It's hard to say. I mean, like you say, he's still unproven. He still doesn't have that win to really justify the comparisons at the moment. And, with Hopkins, and obviously is looking back, and it's looking back with hindsight, isn't it? And things
Hopkins'
like that.
best wins before Felix Trinidad was what? Glenn Johnson was undefeated and shite at the time, and John David Jackson. Now I'm looking here. He fought Robert Allen twice before Felix Trinidad. I'm pretty sure he fought him again before he fought Oscar De La Hoya. Did he? Is that the fucking bum that he fought again before De La Hoya? Aye, it was.
So, yeah.
Right. These are the sort of guys that he was fighting, and I'm not saying that he was shite and nobody wanted to fight him. He maybe was avoided, but at the same time, he didn't get this sort of fucking hate. He waited and waited for that big fight, which is exactly what Golovkin's doing. He's waiting for Cotto or Canelo, and people are turning around and saying, what's he waiting for him for? We all know he's going to beat him. Why doesn't he move up and challenge himself? Well, fuck, it's only the same standard.
It's only a select group of people really hating on Golovkin, though. I think we're being very insular about what we're thinking and constitutes as hate.
Do you know where I seen this hate originate from?
Go on.
Do you know the very minute I seen this GGG hate build, the minute Miguel Cotto went up to middleweight, that is the fucking minute it started. Because I seen all the Puerto Ricans, and I used to listen to the Boxing Voice, and that is where it all originated from, because they fucking knew as soon as he won that belt against Sergio Martinez, everybody, the Golovkin fans, we want that fight, and all that, and they're like, we don't need this is the fans, we don't need these fights.
There's an agenda to it, and I don't think it's racial. I think it's there's a certain they like their fighters and they get very defensive about their fighters. Until Golovkin was mentioned alongside in it, Floyd's name, Floyd fighters didn't give a fuck about him. Floyd fans didn't give a fuck about him, should I say? Now all of a sudden, they all hate him. He's a cock. He can't. His defense is shit. Blah 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 blah. Same with the Ward fight. As soon as Ward was started mentioning against Golovkin's name, Ward fans get defensive, calling him shite, blah 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 blah. And like you say, it's the Puerto Ricans doing exactly the same with Cotto. You'll get the Mexicans doing the same soon. I mean, Golovkin's endeared himself to the Mexicans in some way, but with Canelo, I reckon exactly the same thing will start happening. It's just bias.
Brian.
You there, Cal? I want to ask you, see, you just mentioned the Mexicans there. See the one thing with the Mexicans, they're cliquey as fuck, right, and they will really defend their boys. But see if one of their own
quit,
or turns out to be a shite bag and doesn't want to take a fight, they'll fucking let them know about it. They'll want that Golovkin fight.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the Mexicans. They just proper fucking want the fights, don't they? They're not so bothered about the win-losses.
All they love is fucking tacos and fucking boxing and dodgy prostitutes.
But I think the race bit's got some element to it, because America's got a lot more foreign people than we've got here, and they're generally the boxing fans, either the black guys or the Mexican guys. Like, it's not a very middle-class sport, boxing. It never has been. But there's just more working-class white people in England than there is in America, probably. So it's like, I do definitely think there's that element of Eastern European. They're still fucking bothered about the Cold War, aren't they, the Yanks? And they've got no clue. They haven't moved on from anything. So they'll probably be thinking that Kovalev and Golovkin are spies.
The Cold War? Come on, Putin.
Cal,
Yeah, mate.
how's your sister doing?
You're out of the WhatsApp group. See you, buddy.
Get on, bro. Get on.
I personally think there is like a racial element to it. There's also this fucking PBC HBO splitting. We've seen that Teddy Atlas is fucking gathering a bit of momentum here, absolutely fucking shitting on Golovkin, but he's quite the thing to just basically defend any old shite that's on the PBC.
It's so fucking like, they're both so biased that it's like, if you read anything about it, you'd think that the HBO guys don't exist if you're reading PBC, and vice versa. It's just fucking ridiculous how badly they report boxing in America. We get Sky Sports that are pretty shit. They put Flanagan like 6th in lightweight in Britain. Stupid shit like that. But at least they do tell us when someone's won a world title or something. They'll just probably try and forget about it. And HBO are just as bad as the PBC for doing it as well. They're fucking dick riders as well.
Alex, does the two fucking haters want to come on here and defend themselves?
I'll send them a link if they want on.
Right, we're going to...
Pod Wars!
Right, here we go. This is fucking war, man. This is fucking war.
Brian, you're going to be like a reporter on the Middle East. I hope you've got a hard hat on. Shots fired! Boom, boom!
We've basically got a fucking discussion here that we were going to do last week, and I don't know whether...
I'll save it for when Shep's back on.
So we'll save it for... We'll see if I can... I don't know if you know people. I'm going to Marmouth tomorrow morning. I'm going to get fucking right out my ding dong, all inclusive. I'm going to eat like fucking, put loads of weight back on. I'm going to drink. I'm going to try and suck the booby off a fucking reunion, right? But I'm going to try and phone in on Thursday. Going to try and phone in on Thursday for the pod. And maybe get this discussion, but I'll probably not make fucking sense.
Hard work, dedication, brother.
Well, that's basically it. You know me. I'm fucking always trying to fly the flag, but see. Just to wait to see if that comes on. Out of 154 to 168, who's getting Golovkin a fight?
Lara.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Yeah, I like Lara and all, but Lara gets fucking starched, man. I'm a fan of Lara. Lara's, like I've said before, Lara's probably the best 6-round fighter in boxing.
Yeah, you give him a fight for a bit. I mean, he's getting knocked out eventually. But...
I think in a few years' time, if the prick ever starts boxing again, that Andrade's got some talent, and he's quite big. He's big 154. He's definitely going to grow into middleweight or even bigger than that. He's probably the one on talent, I'd say. He's tall, he's rangy. He can. Obviously, I've only really seen him twice, and one of them were against Brian Rose and I'd beat him, but
I don't know. I don't know if this will make any fucking sense, but I'm going to say it anyway because I never ever do. I think Canelo beats Cotto, but for some reason I see Cotto getting Golovkin a harder fight because Cotto is a far better mover than Canelo. Does that kind of make sense?
Cotto's too small.
He's too small, but he can move better than. Canelo's just going to stand there. He's flat-footed as fuck, and he's just going to get the head punched off him. We've seen him what happened with Floyd. He could not handle Floyd, and he looked as if he was wanting to quit in that fucking fight.
I think that the Canelo Golovkin will just be like the reverse of the fucking Canelo Kirkland, him just getting an absolute pounding for 4 or 5 rounds.
What a knockout that was, man. That was fucking beautiful.
But that was that. He'll like give it a proper good go. I don't think he'll feel the power and stop trying. I think he'll give it a good go and then get sparked.
Cotto's not going to want any of Golovkin anyway, is he? He'll vacate.
Nah, if he beats Canelo, which I don't think he will, there's no chance he'll fight fucking Golovkin. No chance.
I can tell you right now, see if Cotto wins next month, I'm going to be trolling for the rest of my life.
He's not going to win, is he?
He's not winning.
I'm going to
get
be
your
posting
fucking head out
pictures.
his ass.
I'm going to be posting cock pictures on Twitter, not even the WhatsApp group. I'm going to be posting them on Twitter.
Oh, fuck.
You get the fucking jail.
My cock's fucking lovely.
It's really not.
This is fucking live. People can hear this, you crazy motherfucker.
I know. I'm coming for the streets, dog.
Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell, man.
Is Andy O'Kurt on?
Andy's on.
Hello, Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Hammond lads.
Welcome along to the Nut House podcast. Tonight with me, I've got Andy Patterson.
Hey, Andy, you phoned up here to basically just defend your basic comments.
I didn't need to defend nothing. I thought it was pretty clear last night. I think Andy Pops actually even backed me up on it.
Aye, I did, mate. I did.
Banned.
What was it again?
Oh, your arse is wet now, so he's come on here.
No, I forgot what it says, but I forgot what he says last night. But I do remember you were probably one of the first people that I remember championing Golovkin. The same with Gonzalez and anyway. To be honest, you're kind of one of the first guys that I've seen mention the name. And
fucking
then
get
I
a
looked
rim,
at it after.
Andy. Get a fucking rim, man.
Shut up, Brian. And but no, he's one.
You're always in his ass, Andy. Get out. Fuck.
No, listen, he's right though. He's right because listen, I've watched Golovkin since he won Olympic silver. Alright, I mean, I knew he could fucking box. Simple fact of the matter is, I said it last night. I wanted the guys to come out. We were fucking promised a war, but didn't get it. All right, that's fair enough.
Andy,
okay.
how many times have we promised Hagler Hearns, mate?
I know, exactly. Great fights between great fighters are few and far between. Golovkin is a great fighter. Lemieux is probably good, probably even above average, so to speak.
I basically think, see, last night, I think maybe it was mere cut, but he went fucking hard on Lemieux, and he made him out to be as if he was like fucking Gabe Rosado's retarded brother. And he's anything but. I quite like Lemieux. He's an entertaining fighter, and he's fucking nowhere near as bad as like Cut made out. I mean,
Did you see the Alcine fight, mate?
I can't even remember that, to be perfectly honest.
He outboxed that fight. He even got out-gritted at times as well.
I think it points where that, like, granted that he had like fucking issue with his trainer. He just get shot his fucking trainer because he wasn't happy his trainer threw in the towel against Rubio.
I'm sure he ended up at Sergio Martinez's gym when Sergio was riding the wave and he was in his, well, I would say he was in his prime and his middleweight champ and stuff, but rumours coming out of that gym there in America and in California wasn't great. His attitude was pretty stinky at the time, eh?
Well, he didn't look as if he came in like in perfect shape either. He was in better shape like against Ndam, but
I heard he struggled with the weight right through, mate, for like the 30-day weigh into the.
It was 175.
He made it. He was only making the weight like the 2 health checks and that. I think he was only making it by a few pounds and that. And he stripped bullet naked to make the weight. And
see, for some reason, like when I think of Lemieux, the first thing comes into my head is Tommy Morrison. I just think like Lemieux's a mad shag and he's going to end up getting AIDS or something. Just a mad dirty bastard. And he's always hunting.
Don't you think he looked quite big though in the ring? I thought he looked a bit fleshy, to be honest.
But he only came in at, he was only a pound bigger than Golovkin. Golovkin came in at 168. No, the HBO says that it was Golovkin came in at 168 and Lemieux came in at 169.
that was a 60 weigh-in, mate. 60 weigh-in.
That was the IBF weigh-in, yeah.
What was it?
Aye, that was like midday.
Oh, the New York don't fucking weigh them on the night, don't they?
Yeah, they're midday, so he's had extra 10 hours to put extra weight on.
HBO said on the night Golovkin was 170 and Lemieux was 175.
I don't think the extra weight helped him, to be honest. He would trotting around the ring rather than on his fucking toes. I know he's never normally on his toes, but it can't help having 6-7 pound you put on the day of the fight.
He wasn't going to outbox him anyway, so I don't see what the problem is anyway. He should have piled on the
Going to
weight.
come in for one rounder at the weight he was because he did look massive.
And they kept saying on the fucking HBO thing that it was Golovkin that was massive in the ring. I was thinking Golovkin always looks the exact same in the ring. Kind of a good build for a boxer, but he's never massive.
He's intimidating. Golovkin is. It's the balance that he's got and just the constant pressure. It makes him look bigger than he is, I suppose. I mean, maybe.
I think personally, like, his accuracy is one of the best things about it. Like, let's see when he swings a punch, it's not as if like anything's like cuffing. It's just fucking constant flush punches he's connecting with. I mean, that jab broke his fucking nose. It looks as if his nose was fucked.
Same with Kovalev.
See the first round, I think it was about 30 seconds in, he caught him. Golovkin caught Lemieux. Right, an absolute fucking nailer with a jab. And see, after that, I thought Lemieux was just like, fuck this, I'm not interested at all. And that's how it never ended up being a shootout, do you know what I mean?
Well, exactly, mate. I mean, what was the plan? What was the fucking plan going into that fight? Because after that first round, he was on his bike for about, 4 rounds? And then he decided, listen, I better give us a fucking go here. And that's when he started jumping in with the left hook and stuff. I'm saying to myself, you're never going to outbox the guy, for fuck's sake. He's just going to smash you out of there, so just go for it. Go out in your shield.
It was about the 4th or 5th or something, I think, wasn't it, that Lemieux had started like going, right, fuck it, I'm going to go for it, and he started flinging bigger shots. But I don't know what you're saying there. What the fuck was his game plan, do you know what I mean? Because he was never going to, the only way he was going to beat him there is if he fucking lands a big motherfucking shot and knocks him out. He was never going to beat him boxing him.
Exactly, and I tell you, mate, I said to Brian earlier on the day on Twitter actually that Curtis Stevens gave him a better fight, and even when Lemieux did land that bingo left hand and stuff, fucking Golovkin didn't even budge, just like he did against Stevens, man. He maybe backed off and maybe reassess and reset himself and go back on the jab and stuff. But then Lemieux was going to never. Once he couldn't beat that jab, that was him fucked. And that's when I felt that Golovkin should have stepped in behind it and ended it way sooner. Because it's all about levels at the end of the day. As I say, Golovkin's a great fighter. Fucking Lemieux, isn't he?
The only thing I thought was the thing that I picked up on from listening to. The rest of it were fine, but it was just when you said, I wanted it to be blood and guts, both and stuff. Obviously, everyone wants that, but to take that, like to put that on Golovkin is a bit like, come on. Golovkin, it's not Golovkin's fault that the other guy's not on his level.
Is that as well, but then again, we didn't get what I expected from Lemieux. I expected him to kind of come out there and take it to him, because that was his only chance to win the fight.
I think like Mike Tyson's a cunt, right? But
what's that going to do?
It's a good start.
But I'm going to explain, right?
I think Paul Smith's a cunt.
Mike Tyson stole it for someone else, but everybody's got a plan until they get punched, right? He went in there having some sort of plan. As soon as he gets fucking cracked with Golovkin, he's like, aye, game's a bogey.
Sugar Ray Leonard tweets that every day. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. He tweets that same tweet.
Sugar Ray Leonard's a fucking prick.
His Facebook's funny as fuck. Like, he needs to get back on the Charlie, like, because his fucking commentary is absolutely shocking.
He swamps my Facebook with shit. Every time I go on Facebook, he's fucking posting something.
He's constantly posting about that Danny Leon fight, actually, which was actually no bad fight, believe it or not, but, just lay it off a wee bit.
He posted the Hagler fight not long ago, and I was fucking raging. Over that, but see the thing with the Golovkin fight, like, I just think that, like, the fact that it went a bit longer, they just basically showed everybody's got more strings to his bow. Like, if he blasted him out of there, well, after about 3 rounds, all you're going to get is basically all the fucking mongs that hate him turning around and saying, Lemieux's a bum anyway, MD would have done that to him, but at least like some of the ones that think all he is just some sort of big puncher, and they refuse to know that he's an actual decent boxer, they're going to know now. But whether they go like kind of cut way, where they turn around and just totally shit on Lemieux and say pure pish, but at the end of the day, he showed how fucking good he is. I was absolutely fine, mate. I knew it, but I said last week that he would just kind of box because he's not going to get in there and just risk getting punched in the face, because we didn't really know how good Golovkin's chin is, because people kind of underrate his defence. He very rarely gets kind of hot flushing him. When he does, it's never twice. Like, as soon as he gets punched, he kind of fucking adjusts and make sure he doesn't get punched again.
Well, if you believe all the stories about his chin and what people say about it, he's never been dropped. He's
Nails.
never been. Yeah, he's absolutely fucking nails. He spars with cruiserweights, and he's never been hurt, never been dropped in his life.
I've heard he done 12 rounds with Tony Bellew.
Do you not remember a while ago on Twitter there was a fucking wild rumour that fucking George Groves had dropped him in sparring up at Big Bear? Fuck's sake, what was that all about?
Have you heard the stories as well about sparring partners wearing body armour and all that shit? That's Abel Sanchez at his finest, like.
Fuck's sake.
He's got the easiest job in training any boxer at the minute there with Golovkin, isn't he?
Though, I'll tell you what, I have spoke to a guy who claims to be an eyewitness anyway, to apparently Golovkin running Kovalev out the gym, but then Kovalev apparently explained that Golovkin was preparing for a fight and he wasn't, so make of that what you will.
Is Kurt there? Alex?
Well, he's on, but...
Lemieux is shit.
Here he is, the fucking Golovkin here. He loves to be fucking Jap fighters, wee bastards.
That's me you're thinking about, mate.
No, that fucking Kurt liked that fight. It was on undercard day like Cleverly. I thought it was absolute fucking dog
Still
shit.
to watch it, mate. Still to watch it.
Fucking horrible, man. That was probably one of the reasons why I kind of got into it with Kurt earlier on. I mean, he said he liked that fight and then he didn't like fucking the Golovkin fight. I was like, what the fuck? What do you
Do me a
want?
favour, mate. Do me a favour. See that fighter he was fighting, Kameda, that guy Kono.
Aye.
Go to Daily Motion, mate, and just Google Kohei Kono against Libero Solis and tell me what you think about that fight. Alright?
Right.
That was my fight of the year for 2013.
It's like, but honestly, it was just dirty as fuck. I gave it in after 6 rounds. It was just cunts were punching each other in the knob, then complaining and fucking beating about it.
Yo,
Did you have money on that fight? Because I noticed that Kono was like 6 or 71. I'd seen that on Twitter.
no, mate, I didn't have money on that fight at all.
Alright, just because I just wondering, because you know that scene quite a lot, just to see if you
Aye.
picked up a easy
Cut.
winner then.
Cut.
Yep, go on.
You're the new fucking hater, Dave, right? What you basically want? You just basically want them to move up and fight Ward at whatever weight, like, fucking that dafty can fanny, or are you quite happy seeing them wait for Canelo or Cole when Cole fucks up Canelo and ruins your fucking year?
No, I think you're right. He needs to fight the Canelo winner. That's what he's waiting for. He needs that big fight. I think it was you that mentioned Tito Trinidad and Bernard Hopkins. He definitely needs that massive fight. But the thing what I'm talking about with David Lemieux is this guy got his world title because Jermaine Taylor got sectioned and he was stripped. That's the reason he's a champion. He bounced Hassan NG Kamendam off the ring like a basketball, fair play. But Peter Quillen did exactly the same thing, and nobody really rates Quillen. He's a decent middleweight as well. The fact is, people elevated Lemieux, in my opinion, because of a title. When in reality, I mean, this was a fight between two punchers that HBO did a fantastic job of hyping, and they got people believing, oh well, it's a mismatch, but we don't care. It still could be good. But it reminded me a bit of Canelo against Kirkland. The difference was Canelo did to a dud what Golovkin could have and should have done, in my opinion, and just went out there and just destroyed him. And that was all my reasoning, because this is his first fight on pay-per-view, and I made the Pacquiao comparison. If Pacquiao went on pay-per-view and jabbed someone's head off for 8 rounds, it wouldn't have really elevated him like it did. You know, he went out there and put on great shows, and I know Golovkin has done it plenty of times, but I just thought Lemieux was made for him to look really good. But
the difference is with the Pacquiao analogy, he'd already had fucking Morales Barella before that. I don't even think he were pay-per-view, buddy. So he'd already had the big names on his resume. Like, Golovkin's not got that, and all he's doing now is getting shit on for saying he's either a brawler or now he's. I mean, I don't want to mention his name. He's a fanny for America, and he's a massive Ford fan, and he's shitting on Golovkin all the time, like making it as if he's just some sort of power puncher. And I seen him the other day now slagging Golovkin for all he done was jabbed and said it was boring. I was like, but you're a massive Ford fan and you're now fucking contradicting yourself. And I just think the hate is unfucking believable. And I asked him if it was kind of racially motivated, but you're a honky for Birmingham, so you can't be hating on the white man for Eastern Europe.
It's fucking simple.
Yeah, it's just. I just watched it and I was a bit underwhelmed. I mean, we all agree that it was a mismatch before. None of us really expected Lemieux to. We hoped maybe he could make a good fight of it. And to his credit, he took a lot of punishment and he was still fighting on. You got to give him nothing but credit for that. But it's just. People say, oh, well, at least Golovkin showed us he was a boxer, but I think if you followed his amateur career, you know that he weren't just a puncher. I mean, Dave Lemieux to me is just a puncher. He can't do anything else. But Golovkin was always more than just a puncher. I think Kovalev is the same kind of thing, and he showed that against Hopkins. But
right, but he went 12 rounds with Hopkins, and everybody fucking loved that. And Hopkins, he should have got Hopkins out of there, but nobody gives him any.
But Lemieux's an all-time great, but a fucking great defence and a good chin.
I know, but the guy was fucking 50 and hanging together.
But still, I mean, obviously what he's doing, well, either if it's legal or otherwise, man, you fucking got to give the guy his fucking cues. And then when Kovalev opened up the taps, he was fucking close to doing it, you know.
We know that, so he could have done
that. A lot of people picked Hopkins. A lot of people picked
Yep, that's true. They did.
Not just fucking Spencer Theorem, my brother, knobhead. A lot of fucking serious journalists who aren't absolute racists picked Hopkins.
Exactly, because it's you always talk about Hopkins. Hopkins always had an alternative motive, and he'd always pick a fight at the right time. Why the fuck did he pick Kovalev when he could have took Stevenson for fucking shorter money, I suppose? But at the end of the day, why take Kovalev for what, an extra couple of 100,000? I mean, you can end up getting killed by that guy, for fuck's sake. Dave Lee said it last night on the pod. I mean, that guy's an evil motherfucker. Look what he done to Pascal. Look what he done to his daughter, for fuck's sake.
He just didn't go over to get a picture because Kovalev had looked at him and punched him right in the fucking neck.
Falcon punch.
Andy and Kurt, can I just ask a quick question about what you'd like to see Golovkin do next 12 to 18 months? Because the division is, as you say, shit. I think it's average. But what do you like?
I'm not one of these guys that hate on Golovkin for moving up in weight. There's a guy in our forum who actually hates on Golovkin because he thinks he's overrated and because they've used, or I suppose Abel Sanchez has actually used Andre Ward's name for, I don't know if it's for promotional purposes or whatever it is, but no, I want to see him stay. I mean, I actually respect the people who actually want to unify all the titles and maybe just clean out the division. Duran did it, Hagler did it, Calzaghe did it, So I've absolutely no problem with it. He is a very, very small middleweight, as it's all been alluded to. He could probably make 154 as well, but there's no big fights at 154 as well. So if he's wanting the serious paydays, unless there's going to be some sort of up and coming great fighters going to come up at middleweight shortly.
So if
168 is coming bare as well. 168 is bare. You think about it.
Yeah, if he does Toreno Johnson, who's going to be mandatory now, and then Andy Lee, and then Canelo, would he be top 3 pound for pound?
Without doubt.
Yeah, I think he would, but some people think the division's too weak.
Well, before the Lemieux fight, I think I had Golovkin in my top 7 pound for pound. I think it was number 7 I had him.
I think I had 8.
I've not got him in my top 10.
But I'll let Cut fire away with his reasonings.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Golovkin is, even if the division is weak, he's not a guy who's fighting twice a year, is he? He's fighting 3-4 times a year at minimum. So if you have a Marty Murray and a David Lemieux in there, you can always fit in. Whatever you think about those are rated guys in the division. So, he's going to build up those names. I mean, you can compare him to Klitschko in that respect, that the division might be weak, but where you've got 8 years of just dominance and beating all the top guys who are the best of the bunch, no matter what you think of them, you got to get respected, and you can see Golovkin doing that. I mean, who really gives anyone at that weight a chance against Golovkin? I mean, who would you say has got the best chance against him? I think he beats everyone. Who?
Chalemba.
Oh, good.
Him.
No, he does beat him.
But no, I mean,
on steroids.
He said he wants to unify the titles, so
we were all scratching around thinking who beats him from 154 to 168 earlier. Andrade and Lara were the 2 names, so we're low on opposition that we think.
Could the guy give him a fight?
No.
I don't think Lara does either. Lara will fucking get chinned. You can't deal with the flat-footed nature of fucking Angulo.
I think people forget that a lot of people had to Gale losing that fight. They just see that the fact he's got a belt now, and they just totally fucking blank the fact that it was he went close with a guy that hadn't fucking had a decent win in years.
He fucking coasted off of the
Aye, he
Well,
ran.
He's never
actually,
fucking
he
fought a
done
full
ladder.
12 in his
He
life.
fucking ran. Aye.
Aye. So I don't know where that's coming from as well. I think you're right about that. It's because he's got a fucking belt on it.
We're going to need to fucking get off this topic. I'm a fucking died to death and like Kurt's just about to start fucking kicking off again and shitting on Golovkin, trying to fucking piss in our parade. But
He
we
just
love
hasn't
him.
got the Audley Harrison aura. That's the
Your
problem.
heroes, by the way.
Nah, he's fucking always
Here,
is. Aye,
Andy.
he
Yo.
basically knows that I've fucking swapped Floyd for like Golovkin now and he's shitting on him.
What you saying, mate? Thought Andy was shouting to me there.
Aye, he was. He's probably fucking away selling a cone.
It's probably shattered.
Aye, no, I'm here. That's it. The asylum showed us the way forward, so there's no malice in it, like no,
I've already
nothing
said
like that.
the asylum's the mother and we're sucking on the baby.
That's it. We're fans. Do you know what I mean? There's no badness in it like that.
Your offspring doing pretty well. Me and Kurt are very proud of you boys.
Right,
Yes.
magic. Right, cheers for phoning.
Yeah, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Right, we're going to move on to the fucking last segment, the funny bit. Right, I think we've been running a bit late, but had to get the fucking our parents on.
Parents.
I need to get the shades off for this because it's like a fucking serious issue now. This is
Am I
proper.
the fucking babysitter or something?
You're always fucking babysitting your kid. You're always using that word as an excuse.
Alec, you're the creepy uncle.
I was just about to say that.
That's Rocco.
Fucking Rocco, yeah.
Sam, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Right, that basically what this is. It's going to be fucking headlines. It's been headlines. It's been in the news and all that. And news have to kind of put a fucking box in it and tell us why, right? Right. So here we go. This is going to be so long. Right. The first headline: I kicked a burning terrorist so hard in the balls that I tore a tendon in my foot. Oh, come on!
Kicked a burning terrorist, so
Aye.
And what do we have to do?
Oh, for fuck's sake! This is
name
died
a
a day.
boxer who would cause that.
Put the headlines to a boxer.
Oh, right. That Anthony Small? He could kick one of his mates when they're on fire trying to get him out.
Did he get off for that? Did he know?
Yeah, he's with prison. He got a fine, I think.
Who's shagging on the phone?
Is that you, Andy?
Who's in deep brain? Was that you, Alex?
It's not fucking me.
I think it's Andy.
I think Andy had to bend down and pick up a hot dog or something.
Yeah.
Right.
It's no fucking me. I've been fucking muted, you bunch of dicks.
Who muted herself there? Who's A?
Andy.
That was him. Next
You're
one.
fucking
Next
listening,
one.
you prick.
Next one. Elton John takes David up the aisle. Who?
Calbrook.
Right, last time he took somebody up there, like a fucking machete, didn't he? Just while we're on the subject, Paul Smith's a fat bastard. Right, next one. Best man left bleeding after being hit in the head by a flying dildo.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh.
Ross the Boss Birkinshaw.
Is he the dildo?
He fucking pop out his shoulder, the daft bastard.
He could have someone else's kid thrown at him as well.
Fuck's sake.
I don't get that. Am I missing a joke here?
Yeah, because his kids are black and he's not.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Spencer Fearon?
They're probably Spencer's kids, yeah.
But his girlfriend's not black either, so it's not like it could be.
Lads, you do realise this is live. What the fuck are you talking about?
Next one. Headless body and found in topless bar.
Adam
Deaton,
Smith.
Robin Deaton, because he's not got a fucking brain and he's always in titty bars getting leered the wee poo.
First person to commit Maggie was Conley. I could picture him. I'm getting there to get a dry rub, and next thing some cunt annoys him and just fucking smashes him.
Yeah, did you see that on someone's like cruiserweight list the other day? They had like Better BF, and then they listed Kovalev as from the USSR, like he's some sort of.
That was Sky. That was fucking
Basically, it was like a light heavyweight fucking division, and they had his cruiserweight.
Yeah, mugs.
Right, next one. Gordon Ramsay's dwarf porn double found dead in a badger den in Wales.
Kell again.
Kell Brook.
Yeah, Kell Brook.
I don't think he's interested in the dwarfs. He likes the big, chunky men, the big boys.
In Wales,
I'm sure I've
somebody
seen
in
a
Wales.
picture with Ross the Boss and some dwarfs as well.
Cal, stop fucking bullying Rossi Boss. Fuck's sake, his career's over this week. You're bullying the guy. Give him a fucking break. Or give him some money, one of the two.
He lives near me, actually.
I could picture like one of the cult being like that, into like just trying to fucking dress herself up as Eddie Hearn and end up in a ditch fucking deed somewhere. Well, or maybe that's my fantasy, that you basically use all day, die in a ditch, kill yourselves. Right. Who could be a clay bastard for this? Banned from a Chinese buffet for shitting in the seaweed.
Rocco.
Check that Shep's brother-in-law.
Rocco loves Chinese food as well, so probably Rocco, I would think.
Rocco. You could picture maybe like fucking.
He loves dinner.
You could picture fucking like Saunders, couldn't you? Bradley Saunders, like getting a bad curry and just fucking, I right that, and fucking whip the trousers out and just do a shit in the seaweed. Ah, fuck you cunt. Then head off somebody. MTN man there, Jim. Boom!
We had been serious for nearly 2.5 pods, haven't we? So we needed this little blowout.
Right, this is the last one, and it's got a woman's touch to it, so you need to hanky like fucking bitches in boxing. I don't think we need to fucking look far for this day. We consider the shite earlier on. Woman in sumo wrestler suit assaulted her ex-girlfriend in a gay pub after she was found waving to a man who was dressed as a Snickers bar.
Paul Smith.
You're a fat bastard, Paul Smith. Oh well, that's it.
As
I'm done. That's the end of the
Team Bikini.
podcast. I would just like to thank Hair Dave, Donny Baseball, Steve Wellens, who had
Kurt
to
Ward.
leave, Kirk Ward,
Tommy.
Alex, whose internet's pure shite, Press Pass
Press
Ball,
Pass Ball.
call yourself
Adam Smith.
Adam Smith.
Donny
You look
Baseball.
you look like a fucking Badger's arse, Adam Smith. And we're out. Peace out, bros.
Peace out.
We're back Thursday. I'm in Mammoth. Smell your more.
Booyah!
See you in a bit.
For fuck's sake.